And the mic is on. We'll give it a second to get my normal mic is on cue. Alright, so that's what we're looking at right there, Patrick, on this screen.
Yeah. Gronk's front and center.
Yep. Okay. Some of the questions are already coming in. Okay, I saw one question. All right, everybody. Well, I was just going to say he's coming around to you, Patrick. Today we have Patrick with us and Gronk. For those of you that don't know, Gronk will be graduating and going home tomorrow and start his new journey. Walking on. All right, some of the questions here. Do the dogs ever become so attached to Crazy Acres or to someone here at the farm that they don't want to leave or go somewhere else? No, I have never seen that. I kind of look at it like this. They spend about a year here training to do a job and go out into the world, and I think they're just as excited to leave as we are to see them get matched up with somebody and go. So I never see any negative comments or results come back from somebody when they've gone that, a dog's homesick or whatever. You got to keep in mind, when they go home, they're leaving here, and Megan and I are here, and all the staff are here. And when they go home, the one person that they're familiar with, that they're with, is their handler. So that just automatically makes them bond in even quicker. When a dog needs to be on the job, how is feeding and pooping scheduled? We get that question a lot. Feeding is, and I just explained this to Patrick today or yesterday. If I have a doctor's appointment at 9 a.m., at 7:30-ish, I make sure I feed my dog. I make sure I give my dog an opportunity to go to the bathroom before I go to the doctor's. That's kind of the key. Well, you'll make the mistake once or twice, and then you'll figure out how you schedule that in.
Always carry cardboard.
Always carry cardboard and everything to clean up. But I have had no problems with Charlie, because I just know as long as I'm an hour and a half before I leave and he's eaten and gone to the bathroom, then I don't have an issue with it. Now, during the day, if I get an opportunity and there's grass around or whatever, I make a point of stopping and telling him to go pee, and he'll go pee.
They don't have to, though. Most of these male dogs don't really
No,
have
Charlie will go 8 hours easily
Yeah.
without going to the bathroom.
My example is, they fly from, is it Los Angeles to Sydney, Australia, which I think is like 10, 12 hours or
Yeah.
something, and the dogs are fine.
Right, yeah. I've noticed it when Charlie has his vest on, he doesn't even, there's nothing to do with going to the bathroom. When he's out of his vest, he's a little more, I can tell a little bit more about, if he's got to go, he'll let me know, but I'm surprised how long they can go without going to the bathroom.
And how much they will go if they have to.
Yes, when they finally do go.
I tried that. No, I think I won't get into that.
And let's see, after Gronk, we've got Merle is up, and when that's being scheduled in as we speak, probably tomorrow we'll be confirming that. And then we have...
Confirming?
What's that?
What are we confirming?
The scheduling for Merle's matchup, which I don't
Are they
believe
coming tomorrow?
I don't believe that we've put out publicly yet who that is yet.
Good, because I can't remember.
Okay, and we definitely will. Yes, we do.
This chair is a problem.
It is.
You can't roll it.
Well, whoever doesn't get the opportunity to say goodbye to Gronk will be back. That's one thing that, they have to come back to get recertified anyway, so we can keep track of them. But we just know that people come back and visit anyways. So there'll be other times to see Gronk. And Patrick is from Western Massachusetts. We've got quite a few dogs out in Western Massachusetts now.
Apparently.
Yep.
It's as bad as North Carolina.
Yep. And if you remember correctly, you and I, first of all, Charlie was the first Great Dane service dog at the VA in Northampton.
Yeah.
And you and I went out and did a
Speech
briefing on service dogs because Charlie kind of broke them into, oh my goodness, what are these big dogs and
Yep.
and that type. And I think you had Bentley, Chaos, and there was somebody else with you too.
I vaguely remember you going down the halls and everybody saying, hi, Charlie, hi, Charlie, hi,
Yeah.
Charlie. And nobody was talking to you.
No, well, nobody knows my name. No, nobody knows my name. But Charlie was the first one at that VA. And now we've got 6, 7, 8 dogs that are going to be there. And the reason I brought that up is because people often remind me of one thing that happened at the VA that you did. We were in that classroom and the seats were all filled up because even staff was there because some people were fighting service dogs, some people love service dogs. And with the 3, 4, 5 dogs that were in there, at one point they started wandering around and you were trying to do something and you just let out a bellow and every one of the dogs, to include Charlie, dropped right to the downstay in the whole room. And all the people that I've talked to at the VA, they never forgot that. That's the one thing they never forgot.
I have a way of saying whoa.
Every single dog, including Charlie, dropped right down to a downstay. Right where they were. Yeah, when we train them for driving around in cars, so we have different vehicles here on the property. They've been in cars, trucks, vans. You'd be surprised how a big Dane can fit into a smaller car. I mean, they just get you. It's sort of like the airplane and car thing. They don't know the difference. I mean, to them, if they're going to get a ride, they're going to get a ride, and they go for a ride and they feel the vibrations. And I mean,
I had 4 in the back of a Volkswagen Bug once. It was a little tight,
yeah,
but it was okay.
you know, it's the old trick. Remember I don't know if you were the one that told me. You should put the little napkin down on the floor, and the Dane will try to figure out how to sit on that one little piece of napkin. And it's true because I've tried it with Charlie, and he did. He circled right around to try to get his big butt stuck on that little napkin. It's sort of like a car. If the car's small, they'll figure it away. Give them credit.
The other thing to do in the back of a car is to fill up this in front of the seat behind the
Right, yeah.
behind the passenger driver.
Yeah.
That hole, fill that up with newspapers or something. So that if you need it, you can throw out the newspapers. But in the meantime, you've got a level surface for the dog, put a blanket over the top and you got it made. That works real well. Because you go slamming the brake on it and they fall in the hole and then you can't figure out why the dog doesn't want to get in the car. You know?
Yeah, a good example with Gronk today, and I'll remember this about Gronk, and I told you a couple times while we were out working, is I love it on the training side when I take, for instance, Patrick and Gronk out, and we're doing something, and I say, well, let me show you with him first, and then you do what I did. And I take Gronk, and Gronk turns around and looks to him and see if it's okay. To me, that's a compliment, because we've already transferred everything over to him, and when I see that, I'm like, okay, you are on your way, buddy. Little things like that make us trainers, when they start to move on, happy. Peg McCabe, for some reason I know your name. I'm wondering if we have already met at one point. I go to Northampton Leeds at least twice a year just to see my old doctors and staff and friends, and I will be there in April sometime.
Did you have a meeting with motorcycle people today?
Not today, last week.
Oh.
They're working on setting the date with all the parties that are involved. No eating foreign objects is what they're telling Gronk. Gronk likes to chew things.
Yeah, I heard.
And you remember how we're going to solve that. We're going to cut that right off as soon as we see that.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
I don't
he
think
did
he
it
is.
because he was bored in the
Yeah,
kennel.
yeah. Oh, that's what I think. Because he would just play. I mean, it's just a toy
Yeah.
thing to him.
If I can interject, he doesn't chew anything in the guest house.
No, I don't think he will.
And you know, I notice that a lot. Some of the, like the chewing thing, when they get to where they're going, it's just not the same because they're so busy where they're going versus what they're not doing.
They like to work.
Yep. I will let you know, Peg, when I go to Western Mass. Like I said, it'll be in April sometime. I just got to figure out my dates and coverage and everything else. Today was a good day for Tumblr. Tumblr has the wandering syndrome. So we've been doing some wall walking and colored tiles, straight walking to get him used to, you know, being tight but not too tight, not too far off. And problem is he was just goofy, kind of in the goofy mode. But as young as these dogs are, they're well further than I thought they would be by now.
Wonderful.
So today when we went out, I didn't even have to do the wall walking. I walked down the colored tiles, so I made sure I stayed straight. And before I was 1/4 the way down, he just slid right into position and stayed right with it. Slowed his pace down. He was good and tight. It worked out good. Amazing what little things make us happy. Everybody's saying good luck to you. Patrick says thank you. You got it, Peg. Yes, Patrick does like Gronk's name. That's one of the first things he said. He's a huge Patriots fan, so that went over very well. Yeah, all the puppies are making progress. You know, if we don't see it in a day or two, then we reevaluate to make sure what we're trying to get across to them is working. If it's not, we try a little differently. Megan and I stay pretty close on where the issues are at. But as far as these puppies, especially the Pokies, I couldn't be happier with where they are right now. A lot of it is just exposure to everything out there in the world.
Speaking of exposure, we ought to get that mannequin out in the arena pretty soon.
So we can have some dog barking at it?
Yeah. Make sure we put it on camera so everybody get a kick out of it. But that mannequin is really part of our training stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because an awful lot of times you get into a mall and they stop and stare at something and they think it's somebody about to attack them because it's standing very still. For a while we had a cardboard John Kerry. We lost him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened to John. He fell in the middle or something. I don't know. But we do have mannequins now that we do put out. And Grace was wondering what dresses to put on them.
Yeah.
That's her job.
No, Patrick doesn't have any other dogs. And how did you find Service Center Project? Through somebody?
Through Bethany and Wicked.
Oh, Bethany and Wicked.
Yeah.
So one of our dogs' handlers got introduced to Patrick, and that's how it kind of rolled. All right, we're almost done here, please. I will discuss with him the whole Facebook thing tomorrow when we go over our paperwork and all that good stuff. Because Gronk is laying down on the couch right over here where he can see everybody. At least he's taking a nap, actually.
He's been doing that all day.
Voodoo, I don't know what's going on with Voodoo the past few days. That's a pet project of Megan's. She's gonna try some things with him, and I just haven't had time to discuss it with her.
What's she doing? Anything interesting?
Just trying to get her to settle down a little bit more, and then we got to report back to Carlene and find out what's really going on.
Nothing 20 miles wouldn't cure.
Okay, I will turn this over to the mail call. What you got for mail today? A whole bunch of stuff?
No,
No.
I had an awful lot of it yesterday. There has to be some sequence to, the Monday
Delivering,
mail is,
yeah.
it piles up and then we get a whole bunch at one time.
Well,
I think if you work in the mail department, there's something like, Tuesday is, catalog day, or, one
Yeah.
of those kind of deals.
yeah.
I do, I'll go at that when I get over here.
Okay.
I do know that if you're buying baby chickens, that you will get them on a Wednesday. They hatch them on Monday in Nebraska or wherever it is, and they pack them up and send them on overnight on Tuesday, so you will have them on Wednesday. And so when I was in the business of providing commercial animals for commercials, and somebody wanted baby chickens, we would have to film it on Thursday. Because by Friday, these baby chickens would get this tiny little feather on their side. So although they're baby chickens, they have that one feather that ruins them for commercials.
Oh, no.
They, four days old or too old.
Oh, brother.
So that if all you people are planning to film chickens for commercials, you have to do it on a Thursday. Got that?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's the kind of thing you learn here.
Yes.
Okay, what have we got? I'm supposed to open the mail.
I didn't know that I would get my baby chicks on Wednesday though, because we're getting more chickens at my house.
If you ordered them through the mail, that's what happens, because they hatch them on Monday. They sex them and pack them up on Tuesday, because you have to tell the sex within 24 hours. And for some unknown reason, the Japanese are good at it. I don't know where I got that one from.
I heard that.
But for a while,
That the Japanese-
people from Japan were obsessed with telling the sex, because when you buy chickens to lay eggs,
Can't tell, right?
you don't want them straight run, because you waste an awful lot of food feeding a chicken that's not going to lay eggs. How did I get on this?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I'll go into bed. There's my.
Baby, I shoot the
I-
stool over.
I need my stool. How can I do anything without a stool? There you go. Give it a shot. There we go. Okay, we're off and running. Ann Cooper from Texas. Here we go. Happy birthday, baby donkey mule or whatever. Isn't that cute? Thanks for putting up with me even when I was a little pain in the what. Couldn't resist this card. Had to modify it a little. Happy Easter to everybody. Here's $1 for the Dollar Fund, for the Dollar Up Fund. Ann in Texas. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Where's the bank? Oh, there's the bank. Oh, dear. Somebody drop that in there. Go ahead. Let me put the dollar in first. Go ahead.
How did that get in there?
Now what are you going to do? Oh, there you go. You're smart.
Well, I don't know. I have my moments. Hopefully it'll come out.
There you go. Okay. We've been saved. Next problem.
Are you laundering money?
Yeah. That's a good one. Here's the Verizon bill. Won't that be exciting? Won't that be exciting? Looks like they're mad at us for something. Dear valued business customer. To continue providing you with equal quality service and product innovation on or after May 1st, the monthly rate for your Fios digital adapter TV equipment will increase by $2.01.
Oh, brother.
from $5.99 to $8. Boy, that sounds like $3 though, doesn't it? But it's only $1 and a penny. If you would like to review your current services, right, okay, next. We'll throw that out. And I wonder why the bill is much more. This is done in Bradstreet, what the hell are they doing? Okay. What is this? My first service dog project experience was awesome. It was so great to see firsthand crazy. I got this yesterday, didn't I?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's open. I don't know.
Firsthand crazy acres in action. It's a well-oiled machine. Keep up all the good work, and thanks to all at Service Dog Project for what you do. Please use this money as you see best. Oh, Sue.
Oh, yeah, Sue.
Sue,
was here
Hamilton,
last
Ohio.
week.
I got this yesterday. Here.
Hi.
Put this guy.
Thank you for calling us a well-oiled machine, Sue.
Is that fresh mail?
That's it.
Wow.
This is the ad for Dun and Bradstreet. I really don't care about it, but I'm up. There we go. Okay, this is from Cheryl. Bupham, Rochester, New Hampshire. That's not very far away. Rochester?
No, how did you say her last name?
Buffum? Buffum.
Buffum.
That's really approximately what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's right, as long as I got the letters right. I mean, maybe I got the letters all wrong. That could happen too. Cash donation for either fund or whatever. Cheryl Buffum. 3x6 pooper scoopers. This is Tyler's cash. Huh, okay. I need to get an opener. That's the way I slipped the dollar bills in there. Okay, there's $10 there. I'll put that in there. We'll give her a chicken break for that one. Okay, 3x6. Okay. We got them. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
These are the heavy duty ones.
Oh, great.
They're sort of outside.
These are the Bentley ones.
Bentley ones. Yep. Yep. There they go.
You want to take some for fun.
Okay, we got them. That's it.
That's it?
You gonna read me the questions?
Sure.
How am I gonna do this?
Yeah, let me sit
I
on
bet
this
you
thing
think I'm
and
gonna
just
get
roll
up. I'm
around.
not gonna get up. I'm gonna run over here.
Okay, let me read. Okay.
The water. Just throw it. It's right next to you.
Is Patrick a veteran? I don't know if that's appropriate, but someone asked. Patrick is a veteran. Okay, I don't have any questions quite
Isn't that
yet.
wonderful?
Oops. Okay. Does Patrick have other dogs? Maybe this was an old question, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, he, that's what's over
You mean that there weren't a whole pile of questions up there at the top?
Nope. Laundering money, ha ha ha, hi Linda and Pam. Another life changed by those bricks.
Yep.
Tuesday is grocery ad days here in South Carolina. I don't know, but now
South
we know.
Carolina, we don't.
California, I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, in other words, it wasn't South Carolina.
South,
We
yeah.
don't get anything from South Carolina. North Carolina, yes.
Good luck to Carlene at the board meeting this evening.
Oh, yes, the board meeting.
My cat Rory is another of the many fans of Pam's laugh. It usually makes people run, but Is the donkey stall right across from Kennel 10?
Yes.
Thank you for your service, Patrick.
That's all, huh? Oh.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Well, we're having the board meeting tonight at Mark's house.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Have you been to his home before?
Yeah. It's very nice. It's
I've
very,
driven by it.
It's very
I
nice
think.
and very clean and things like that. And
Mhm.
Barbara just, everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm. Don't disrupt it.
Well, you know, when at the country club up there, you're not supposed to wear blue jeans. And I
Oh.
didn't really ask whether I should wear blue jeans to his house.
Oh, brother.
Does Mark have any dogs?
No. Barbara's allergic.
Well, and they travel a lot. He travels a lot
He does.
lately, it seems, with his work.
Oh, he's got a lot of. He's quite big.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
That-
have you been down to his business?
Well, I haven't, but if you have a Harley Davidson account for anything,
He's
you're big.
Yes.
Because Harley Davidson is huge.
Yes. He makes all the poker chips for Harley Davidson and the dartboards
And a lot of
Oh.
things
and
for
a lot
them,
of other
yeah.
kind of funny
He
stuff.
got their account, and that's why he goes to those expo shows around the country with his products and their products.
And he just bought another poker chip making machine,
Oh, he did?
which Barbara runs.
Oh,
But if you go to his
I should
place-
go.
You should. His place of business, it is unbelievable. It's huge, and it's not cluttered, and it's spotless. He's got stacks and stacks of stuff that he gets from China. You know,
Mm-hmm.
odd things, boxes.
I remember he told us a story that they produced a product of some company, maybe Harley Davidson's, and they weren't correct. And they were supposed to destroy them. And somebody took them and sold them.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
that was a big deal.
Oh, it would be.
How was Bailey?
Bailey's okay. She
She went out today. We went for a walk.
did you all the way to the barn?
No, the gate was closed because the donkeys were out, so we just went
Who
down
was
the
the
hill.
donkeys out?
I don't know.
Janine was
The
here?
gate was closed.
I know Janine was here. I asked
Oh.
if the donkeys were out. I don't know that the donkeys were out, but I
Oh.
think it was Walter was out. And
Oh,
she
okay.
didn't want Walter to
Oh,
come up with
yeah.
Gronk out or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, so the gate, so we only went halfway down.
yeah.
I
But
know she said something about putting the donkeys in. Nah.
it's gonna be nicer now, so
These are
I
wild animals. And they're now getting fed. They got some grain in them, you know. If they were in bad shape before, they're coming along now. They're
we
cleaned up.
usually get them too fat.
That's right.
And then they get here and they're skinny as a rail, and then the next thing you know, they're on a diet. Carlene, if Maud has a breached birth, will that require human assistance?
No, not usually. No, if you
Question.
get 1 foot backwards, then that can be a problem, but
Oh.
it usually works out.
Might a service dog be fearful of their person's brace, walker, cast, etc. if it's new, after surgery, or if their mobility worsens? Or do they usually adapt, like Wendy and Hunter with their walker and things?
I think the answer is they usually adapt. I didn't hear the whole question, though.
Might a service dog be fearful of a
Oh,
person's...
fearful of? No, usually not. I'll tell you why, and I think it's a very strange thing. These dogs are all very timid. They're born timid. Everybody agree on that topic?
Yes.
They're just scared to death. But they finally decide that the person that they're with is going to save them. So that when they get scared of something, as happened with me in Bentley, he didn't leave me, although I was out cold. He was standing right next to me. And I think it's because he knew that somehow staying with me was the right thing to do. I don't think it was any moral decision. I think he just didn't know where to go. You know, and he realized that you stay with her and she'll figure out how to get us home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's the way it goes. The other part of that is when I was doing animals in commercials and things, I borrow people's dogs. If we needed a basset hound or something, I'd find somebody with a basset hound, and I'd borrow it, and I'd pick it up at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I found out that whoever picked that basset up was the one that dog was going to be with. So that I couldn't have somebody go pick it up for me and stay in bed, and then get up at 6 and go, because then the dog wouldn't pay attention to me. So there was no shortcut.
Mhm.
I had to get up and pick the dogs up. It took me a couple of years to figure that out. But I have seen it since.
Yeah,
The person
but
that
these
takes
dogs
them-
are, yeah.
The person that takes them away from their home is who they're attached to.
Mhm.
And it just works that way.
How is the planning for the new building going?
I have a meeting tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, maybe? Something like that.
8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock.
Okay, 8 o'clock.
Are you ordering new chickens? Is that why you brought it up?
That's not for me to decide. I put that on Grace. And where I usually get them is strombergschicks.com. So if you'd all like to pick out the kind of chicks and then go tell Grace what you they what
Yeah,
you
right.
Go ahead.
And she
You have-
doesn't Facebook, so.
You have to order 5 of each breed at a time. And you have a minimum order of 25.
Oh.
So a lot of those are sold sexed already, so you get the hens. But there are some with a funny tuft on their head, usually. They're sold as straight run. You get males and females, you have no idea what. So you could have all roosters for that matter, but so we try not to have more than one batch of 5 straight run. The rest of them have got to be hens.
Yeah.
Otherwise we got a disaster.
Yeah,
out
we
there.
already have one rooster.
Yep. You don't
Does-
need the rooster either. You get the eggs anyway.
Yeah, no, he's in I don't know where I think he lives well with one batch of chickens.
She's got that whole hen house organized. I do think that somehow this summer we ought to dress up our hen production department. I mean, there's some awfully cute hen houses
Oh,
that
yes.
that 4 people can pick up and carry somewhere else.
Yeah, they make them so that they pick and poo and
Yeah.
fertilize, and then you move them, and then your grass is supposed
Yep.
to, your yard's supposed to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that.
We can make them, yeah, they're A-frames.
Yep. There are all kinds of.
Yeah,
There's one that I just love. It's called the eggplant.
huh. I didn't see it.
It's cute. It's purple with white trim.
It's a house.
It's a little
More of a
house,
house.
about the size of the desk, and it's up in the air and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had neighbors that they were urban chickening, yeah. Does Linda have dogs?
I've never had a dog in my life. None of my friends or family have ever had a dog. My first encounter with dogs was when I came through this gate.
They're good puppies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do we know what time and date the show will be aired for Bella and George?
This is the one in Japan. Oh no, the doctor.
From California, the doctors.
2 weeks.
2 weeks-ish?
I don't really know. But I found out today that a friend of mine, Ann Getchell, the one who gave us all the corn that day, she's the one that wrote to them about 2 months ago and told them about Bella. So she's probably the one that lined it up.
Takes a village.
Takes a village.
I know Jerry wrote to them as well.
Did she?
Yeah, she wrote to the doctors about Bella
Huh.
and George.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Ann's now working on Ellen.
Someone else is working on Ellen, too. Good.
There you go. There's Grace. Grace, are we getting more chickens?
Sure. Just waiting for Jeff to come in and fix that door. The guillotine door,
The what?
the guillotine door. We're gonna move it over to the little coop.
Oh, okay. Well,
He'll be
okay.
here.
Grace,
Does Patrick know about Gronk's ability to consume inedible items?
we have discussed that at great length. I don't think he's going to do that because I think he's going to be tired and fall asleep. I think he's got something else to think about now. I think he was doing that because he was bored.
How did Carlene feel about Bassets and training them, their intelligence?
Bassett's?
Yeah, curious since she just mentioned them, and I have them, and I find mine to be real thinkers.
They're thinkers, yeah.
Didn't you say that was one of your favorite dogs?
No, corgis.
Oh, the Corgis, yes. Yes.
I like Bassets because I like Bassets, but we had a litter of Bassets where the Basset got bred by a black lab.
Oh.
So we had black Bassets.
Oh.
What a bunch, 12 of them. And I pretty much kept the whole litter at that point. It was,
I bet they were pretty though.
They were. It was hysterical to see them running around the yard.
Yeah.
But at any rate, no, I like bassets. They're fine. Yeah, there are things that you can ask a dog to do. I mean, you don't ask a basset to jump up in your arms, but you can't keep a min pin from doing it. You know.
Can we see Gronk before he leaves?
He's sound asleep.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll turn the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing to the doctors. Dawn says her sister and she are planning on coming late in July if that works. My sister is an amazing worker. Get the list ready. That's the Stedman Dawn. It's coming at the end of July.
Dawn is coming?
Yep,
Oh,
late
good.
July. Yep, we have room. Plenty of room. Yep,
If not, we'll make it.
yep. No, I don't know that I have
We can
anybody.
hang swings, hammocks.
Yeah. Everybody's saying thank you. You're welcome. I don't.
Time to go?
And what's for dinner? Nobody asked. It's our dump dinner. It's tater tots and meat and
Cheese?
cheese, soup,
Oh.
cream
Soup?
of mushroom.
Oh, in the
Mixed.
thing.
It's a casserole. It's a beef and tater tot casserole. Thank you for your service, Patrick. Congratulations on pairing with Gronk. I hope it's a long and happy partnership.
Me too, thank you.
How many puppies are left at Crazy Acres?
I don't know.
Puppies?
Puppies, we have 31.
Yeah.
31, and then we got one more in this litter, don't we?
We have Merle
Yeah.
and we have Leslie.
Leslie.
One of the
Yeah. black.
Dutchies.
I don't know what we're, is she going?
She's in training. She's been
She's still-
spayed.
okay.
Mhm. Yep. I think those are the only 2 adults right now.
I'm not sure what I've heard about Leslie.
She needs a little more work.
What?
I would say she needs a little more experience out there
More experience.
in the world.
Yeah, there is a definite difference in the
There
ones
is a
we get-
difference.
The ones we get from Europe. And I think the big difference is the spoon feeding, that we spoon feed them so early that they pay attention.
And they're held so frequently and watched so
Yeah.
frequently there. I wondered if there would be a difference too. You
Yeah.
know, and they're definitely more independent.
Yeah. Yeah, they're more into each other,
Yeah.
into more dogs. Whereas these guys, you sit down with a can and you have them. And you probably should continue every once in a while to feed him by can. Hang on to the spoon.
Yeah.
Long-handled spoon. I do once in a while, because if you ever have to get a pill down him, it makes it easy. Because you just scoop and feed and scoop and feed, and then you scoop the pill and the food at the same time, and it goes right down.
It's smart.
I hate to shove my fingernails down their throat, which I have to do. I mean, Bailey won't do it now, she knows, but anyway, well, most of our other dogs will just take a pill that way without any trouble.
But she's been pretty good. 'Cause-
Bailey?
Well, I mean, but she has to take them every day. She's.
I know.
But she's.
Grace gets 'em
she's
down
been
there.
okay, I think.
Yes, get them down her.
Yeah, I mean,
You have to put them down though, right? Yeah.
But she's never been a pill taker. But we had that couple of days where she wasn't taking a pill for anything. You told me to give it to her, and I said, every time Megan comes over here, she says, "Don't bite me, Bailey." I don't know if but she does. I mean, she's just joking, but we had those 2 days where she didn't want to take any pills. Will Gronk come back to the farm occasionally?
Yeah.
What's
He's
for
got
dessert?
to come back and get me to sign his certificate.
Yeah. And most, I think, if they live nearby, they like to come back anyway.
Well, I govern how long that certificate is good for by when I want to see him next. So
Yeah.
that works out.
Mm-hmm. What's for dessert and where will there be whipped cream?
I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, you're going to be gone. I think there's a tiramisu cake or something in
Yes,
there.
I did buy that.
Yeah. Tiramisu is
Grace
wonderful.
likes that.
Yeah, I do too. I said, oh, that looks like dinner to me, actually.
Last I knew it was on the floor of my car. Did
No,
someone
it's
bring
in
it
the fridge.
Did you empty the car entirely?
I don't know. I didn't empty it, but I saw the
Did you get the Lysol also?
Lysol.
And the spaghetti sauce?
I got the spaghetti sauce.
Well, you maybe got the Lysol then.
No, I did the Lysol, and I saw Donna with the Lysol
Okay.
So we got it.
I know I left coffee in there last
I
week.
had an awful time at Costco this time. There were so many people that wanted to talk to me, and I'd only gotten a shopping cart. I wasn't in a wheelchair. And they stay and they talk and they talk and they tell me about it, and I can't stand up. You know?
Yeah.
And there's nothing around to sit on.
No.
It's terrible. I really had a problem today.
So you didn't have Bentley, right?
I had Bentley,
you didn't
but
have him.
you know, I didn't. You know,
Yeah.
you can't stand that long.
No. Well, you learned your lesson.
Next time, I'll take my blue chair.
Yeah.
You can pull me. Much more fun anyway.
Did you see Buddy Jr. rolling around in the straw today?
No, that happens.
Yeah, he looked very black. He looked very strong, covered pretty good at one point.
The other two donkeys are still on the hill, right?
Yep.
She didn't pull a fast one on us.
Yep.
Okay, I think. Oh, has Linda Kay heard from any of the 19th cake recipients from the fire stations or anything? I think.
Not from the fire stations, just from everybody who brought it on March 19th. There was about 40 cakes delivered.
Oh.
What did I put your name down for today?
If you would like Carlene to come to your house
Oh,
and have a chat with you, chitter chatter with Carlene, just email me and we'll arrange her to come.
Yeah,
It's
that
kind of
would
like
work.
a Tupperware
Whatever.
seance kind of thing, and you're the guest.
I can have the right whatever dog you want.
Yeah, she'll bring whatever dog.
Yep. Dogs, you know. Hi, Bailey. She's a good girl. She puts her ears down when I talk to her. She's very pretty.
Okay, I think that might be it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Let me see. Oh, Patty Duke passed away. Were you aware?
No, I did not.
Oh, bummer. I meant to tell
Okay.
you because you've been talking about Helen Keller all the time.
Yeah, she did a marvelous job on that Helen Keller movie. Miracle Worker.
She was. Who were the twins? Patty and Kathy? Kathy, you're too young.
They're twins?
When she was in that TV show,
Oh, I
she
know.
played
I
twins.
know who you mean. I don't know.
Patty and Kathy or something. I don't know.
You got a
Someone's
blue
gonna
thing.
tell.
Never
us.
mind. Sorry.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Off
Good
shutting.
night.
Off shutting.